Wait a second.
Long dick.
What is up, guys? It's your boy Delta, back with another video. In today's video, guys, we have a super stock class, and this one's gonna be kind of a long video. I do have a Mad Dog heat, so my first heat I got Mad Dog, pulled right to the feature, and then got fourth in the feature. So stay tuned, guys. Let's get these things loaded up and get right into the video. Alrighty. You can see two cars here. I'm bringing my super stock with me. This is the super stock. I'm also bringing the old school stock because they do have an old school stock, but that'll be in a separate video, guys. You guys can be looking out for that video. Get this up here. Alright, let's grab the old school stock real quick. I think it's got like no suspension. Cracking open the cold one. Alrighty, we're ready. Alrighty, we're all loaded up. Let's get in the truck and kick some jams on, get down to the show.
Bankroll. Ain't no place I can't go. Nothing I can't buy. I'm too goddamn fly, super catcher, fragilistic, HP, halitosis. Bankroll so vicious like halitosis. Bitches they striking, they posing them, look like money, if and they know it. Grinds filling the cup, bartender, you know I'm a poet. Got me feeling Oakland. Damn, I'm a grower. Tell my niggas what's happening. Put my city on the map. With the dancing fast, rapping traffic. Whipping the money like 4 ways. Grind time, no off days. Whipping the legal.
Alrighty, let's get out of here and get inspected. Inspection went good. We don't have to cut nothing off. I know these builds. I know these rules. I'm not a cheater. Let's get on the track.
Alrighty, everybody, welcome down to the West Kentucky Derby Promotion server. Tonight we have a super stock show and an old school stock show. First on the track we have Delta in the V5 car. Following behind him we have Jesse. Behind him is 2 Icy. Followed by Jackson. The one and only Sober. Tonight's pop-up is for a big pot of cash with some spots left in Halloween Havoc. Stay tuned for October Halloween Havoc. Alrighty, crowd, I think it's time we count these guys down. From 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to see a lot of big hits right off the bat. First minute and a half of the Derby is always from Mad Dog. Right off the bat, we're looking for cars to be making the biggest hits of the night. There goes Delta, laying one on Jackson. Jesse with a nice hit on Sober there. Delta lining up Jesse. Just a little turnaround. Jesse might see something here. He's got something lined up. He's looking at Icy. Followed by Delta. Oh, he misses Sober. Leans into Jesse there. That's going to cause some damage. Jesse turning around, putting one on Jackson. Spun around by Icy. Icy into Delta. Delta lining one up. He thinks he sees Jesse, and he does. Big hit on Jesse from Delta. Here comes Icy. Icy and Delta, full contact in the middle of the track, crushing up that wagon. Right back into Jesse. Delta on the Sober, lining one up. Another one on Icy, here we go. Delta trying to find something with the rear end. He sees Icy and he does. Sober bouncing in the middle of the track. We have a red flag on the track. Alrighty, guys, right here we are voting for the most aggressive driver. That is the Mad Dog driver of the heat. They get a full pass through the feature. One of the owners should be here with the results anytime. Here they are now.
Delta. Wolf Creek.
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, you heard it. Delta won the Mad Dog of the Heat. He will pull up the track and we will go straight to the feature.
That was no contest. He had like fucking 4 bangers.
Alrighty, crowd. Welcome to the final event of the night, the feature. All your winners and Mad Dogs meet up at the end of the night to battle it out to see who the final winner will be. Let's head down to our track cam, get a good look at the cars. Let's get ready for this. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, let's get this feature event underway. Let's get ready to count down in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's get derbying. Alrighty, we got cars pulling up the wall down here in West Kentucky. V5 car looking at a full track shot. Everybody on the gas, everybody moving down here in the West Kentucky Demolition server tonight. Got a couple known derbiers out there tonight. Derby Guy in the Suey, Delta and the Vic. We've got Boog Nasty in the Buick Elantra. Big old hit down there on the north side of the track. Everybody just try to take it easy, save their cars for the end here. This is the long game. Delta lining one up on Blakely. He takes it. Bob's out there bouncing around in that Elantra. That wagon to the back of the Derby Guy there. Derby Guy on to Hago. Delta trying to spin it around. He sees Hago there, the back of that wagon. He's going to catch it. Schmidt riding along the side of the wall there. These logs are easy to get hung up on. Delta catches that wagon, rear ends it. Too icy, taking one to the rear end there. Delta getting caught from Schmidt. He finally got off that wall over there. Vic on to Vic action. Here we go. He's following it up, trying to get him into that wall. Into too icy, he says. Pops with a good hit there. Everybody clustered up down here on the north end of the track. Delta trying to get Schmidt up against that wall. Them logs are hard to get off of. Lucid looks to be having some troubles at the entrance. Trying to get out, he does get free. Good rear end shot from Delta on to Icy there. Derby Guy and Delta in contact center track there. Big old hit from Derby Guy and Lucid center track. We got a red flag down on the track, red flag. We will get everybody situated here and then we'll go underway green again. It looks like we might be good now. Make sure our drivers are all ready to go. Green flag. Alrighty, we're back underway. Derby Guy in the Suey out there making some contact. Pops makes some contact on Schmidt up against the wall. We got a red flag here. Red flag. We will wait for these guys to get unstuck and then we will get her back on the green. I think we're good. Green flags. Alrighty, dropping the green flags. V5 car into Lucid. He's backing it up, trying to find some smart hits out there. Here goes Go. He sees Schmidt. Swinging a miss. Delta up against the logs. Big old hit from Derby Guy on to Blakely. They see him up in the corner, bumper to bumper. We're all cut up here down on the north end. Here's some Suey action from Derby Guy. Delta, big hit on the Icy. Derby Guy following it up, back to back. Delta lining up a bumper shot, he sees it. Good connection from Delta there. Derby Guy on to Schmidt. He is giving that Suey all it can take. Red flag on the track, red flag. Let's get these cars unstuck as fast as possible and give these fans what they want. I think we're good. Green flags. Alrighty, crowd, don't forget, 50-50 is going around. We are selling 50-50 raffle tickets, 1 for 1, 5 for 6, or 20 for an arm length. Don't forget your 50-50 raffle tickets. Alright, we got a big hit from Lucid out there. Derby guy lining one up. He makes good contact on the Lucid. Too icy being pushed around out there. Derby guy lining another up. We got some full track action out here tonight in West Kentucky. Red flag, red flag. Alrighty. We should be all unstuck out here now. Make sure our drivers are good. We'll send her back. Green flag. Alrighty, back underway down in West Kentucky. Schmidt on the icy. Here comes Delta. Lays another one on him. Delta looking behind him, trying to find something, lining something up. There it is. Bumper to bumper action. Followed up by Derby guy. Big ol' hit. Delta on the icy. Throwing that wagon around tonight. Lucid being drug around by Blakely. Broken free now. Derby guy said, I'll put you both in the wall. Delta might see a full track hit. Is it a small one? We don't know, but he's going to take it. Was not a small one. Red flag, red flag. Let's get these cars unstuck and we will get back underway. Alrighty, crowd, we got all these cars situated. We should be ready to go back to green. We are. Let's send them. Alrighty, we got these cars running around out there. Looks like Delta battling steering out there. Pops lays a big one on. Hey, Goat followed up by Raptor on the Delta. Schmidt shoving him up against the wall down on the north end of the corner. A big hit from Derby guy. We are out here battling it out tonight. Delta trying to get some momentum and make a hit. Blakely head to head with Delta right center track. Derby guy, he will not let off the gas tonight. There he is again. Another big hit on the Hago down in the corner. Delta trying to get some momentum to make a hit. Here comes Hago, deters his motion. Lucid on to Hago. Everybody getting stuck out here in the south end of the track. Delta and Schmidt pancaked against the wall. Big old hit from Crazy. Here comes Blakely, lays one down on Crazy. Delta trying to get out of the corner down here. No steering. Here comes Raptor in the middle of the pack on the Derby guy. Delta on to Icy. Everybody's just trying to get some traction, trying to stay alive out there. Raptor shoving into Crazy, shoving into Delta there. A lot of the drivers noticing that some of the drivers don't have steering, trying to save their cars towards the end here. Cars are getting hot. Derby guy, big old hit on the Lucid, center track, followed up by Icy. Red flag on the track. Alrighty, we're back to green. Cars are getting hot. Delta on the Hago, center track. Everybody's just trying to get some movement out there. Schmidt up against the wall. He is on the clock. Icy Trying to get on the Delta there. Can't make it happen. We're going to have a red flag. Alrighty, we are green. Everybody trying to get some momentum, make a good hit here. Delta on the Lucid, Derby guy on the Blakely. We might have a sticky situation out here right now. Red flag. Alrighty, we should be good. Let's send them back. We're all good out there. Drivers, we are green. Little tail whip from Pops out there. We got Delta, Lucid, and Blakely lining it up center track. Raptor on the Lucid. Here comes Derby guy, big hit on the Lucid. He is just taking a beating out there. Crazy and Derby guy, whoa! Big old hit from Crazy on the Derby guy up against the wooden log. Everybody's mangled up center track here, trying to get some separation. Pops is looking at Delta, made some good connection. Here comes Crazy on the Delta. Derby guy with some solid connection to Icy. Big hit from Crazy. Derby guy still on the gas. Will not let off. Solid shot from Delta on to Blakely. Lucid trying to get Delta right where he wants him. Pop says, oh no. Not today, son. Icy on the Delta. Derby guy, big hit on the Blakely. Mad Dog driver of the night. Everybody just trying to stay alive here towards the end of this show. Who will take home the feature win? Big hit from Lucid, followed up by Blakely. Raptor on the Delta up against the wall. Red flag, everybody, red flag. Alrighty, we got everybody situated here. We should be ready to go. Green flags. Delta trying to line one up. Big hit on the Lucid. Lucid and Delta center track, followed up by Derby guy and Hago. Lining up with the Raptor, he does. Lucid says, I'll take a shot at that too. Blakely and Delta center track. Crazy taking a ride with Lucid. Raptor on to Icy. Everybody's getting mangled up down there on the east end of the track. Delta on to Icy. Icy looks like he might be running a little hot. Blakely looks like he might be running a little hot as well. Pops making a roundabout turn on the Delta, shoving Raptor up into the walls. And expertise at running log tracks he is. Back in his day, all he ran was log tracks. Derby guy in Delta looking for the full track. Revenge on Pops. Blakely on to Crazy. Pops in the corner. Not a corner you want to be shoved up into. Delta decides to back it off and let him have a second chance of redemption. Derby guy on the Delta, center track, big hit. Icy looking at Pops, trying to knock him off the logs over there. Delta on to Crazy, trying to get him stuck on them logs. Unsuccessful. Big hit from Crazy on to Icy. Huge hit, red flag. Alright, we're going to check on Icy down there. Brittle bone him might just have broken a bone there. He looks to be okay. We're green again, let's send him. Big hit from Raptor on the Delta. Delta following up with one on the Blakely. Followed up by Lucid. That hit from Crazy did some numbers on Icy's car. Trying to get that wagon to have some momentum. Here comes Pops. Pops on the Raptor. Everybody trying to stay alive. Red flag on the track. Red flag on the track. Alrighty. Minor inconvenience, guys. We're green. Let's go. Delta on the Hago there. Blakely lining one up on Icy, followed by Pops. Delta on to Blakely. Here comes Crazy, lining one up. Everybody making small talk out there, just trying to keep their cars alive. Blakely on to Crazy. Lining one up with Derby guy. Raptor says no way. Big hit from Delta on to Blakely. Blakely on to Crazy. Boy, this track is muddy tonight. Big hit from Delta and Crazy, center track. Mono y mono. Working their way to the logs. Blakely says, I'll take that as a chance. Red flag on the track. Alrighty, crowd. Looks like we are down about 5 or 6 cars here. Let's get them underway. We are green. Alrighty, here we are. Delta sees Lucid. Big hit on a Lucid. Lucid seems to have some hot piston rings there. Just started blowing smoke out of the headers. Delta trying to line something up here. Hago seems to be having some troubles. Delta on the Pops. Lining it up with Crazy. Swing and a miss. Here comes Raptor trying to find somebody. Blakely on a Delta. Big ol' hit. North end of the track. Lucid trying to keep that wagon alive. Pop sees Delta. Decides not to take that front end hit. Wants to try and save it. Raptor thinks otherwise. Everybody trying to get turned around out there. Hard to do with no steering. Here comes Raptor. Trying to find Blakely. Instead finds a log. Delta trying to find Crazy. He does. Blakely on to Crazy. Big hit. Pops interrupts. Delta and Raptor. Pops on the Raptor, big shot down at the south end of the track. Raptor trying to find his revenge, ends up catching Lucid over there on the log. Pops on the crazy center track. Raptor spinning Delta around into Pops. Trying to follow it up with a big one. Trying to send him up against the logs. In a bad position, Delta is down there. Here comes Lucid trying to make a second-hand contact, wasn't able to. Delta able to scramble out of the corner there. Here comes Raptor making big contact on Delta. Raptor making big contact on Crazy. Forward and back competition. Delta with another shot on Crazy. Crazy, big hit on Raptor there. Followed up by Blakely. Pop says, let me get in the mix. Red flag on the track. Alrighty, crowd, battling it down to your final 4 to 5 cars here. We should be ready to go. Let's send it underway. Green flag. Raptor loaded one up on Pops. Big ol' hit, followed up by Delta. Raptor trying to catch his revenge. Blakely with a big hit. Raptor on the Pops. Delta on the Raptor. Trying to avoid that hit from Pops there. Crazy on the Delta. Delta trying to make contact. Blakely might be out here. He is on the clock right now. Delta on the Pops. Trying to connect with Raptor. He does. Pops on the Raptor. This car's got to be getting hot out here. Everybody trying to get turned around and make a good hit out here. Raptor catches Crazy. Delta lining up a big hit on Pops. He connects. Raptor sees a full track hit. Slows it down right before connection. Delta, big hit on the Crazy up against the logs. So if I'm going down, taking you with me. Big hit from Raptor, almost rolls himself. Everybody getting some separation. Who will go first? Crazy says, I'll take that card. Raptor and Pops. Full track hit. Raptor trying to get some momentum to line another one up. Pop says, I got it for you. Crazy on the Delta. Spins him around into Raptor. Delta seems to be having some issues out there. Blowing smoke now. Some overheating problems out of the V5 car. Trying to get some momentum, make another hit. Pops and Raptor making decent connection there, center track, followed up by Crazy. Raptor on the Delta. Delta on the Pops. Trying to send him through the wall. V5 car having some issues out there. Cannot get it to fire again. Red flag on the track. Red flag on the track. This is a perfect time for the V5 car to try and get that car fired up again. Don't know if it'll happen. We look ready to get back to Derby and we're green. Big hit from Raptor on the Delta. Delta battling to get that car fired up again. Don't think it's going to happen. Pulls the stick. We are down to 3. Down to 3. Alrighty, that is the show. If you did enjoy, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell to be notified when we're having shows, guys. If you guys are enjoying the shows and you want to get on the live action, go to Custom Junkies Inc. on TikTok. We go live for shows all the time. That's all we got for you now. Signing off, Delta. We'll see you in the next one. Peace.